Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Disney Countdown Show. My name is Megan, also known as the Magical Millennial, and joining me today is my co-host from the other coast, the Dapper Danielle. How are you, Danielle? How are things? How's life?
Doing pretty good. Nothing too exciting. I mean, okay, we didn't really talk about it in our bonus episode that we just did. But we need to acknowledge how fabulous it was to have Bill Farmer on the last episode.
It really was incredible. Like, he, first of all, a very, very talented voice actor. Like, oh my gosh. We learned so much about Bill Farmer just by interviewing him and chatting with him. And he, finding out that he's Horace Horsecollar. He's been doing Pluto the exact same amount of time he's been doing Goofy, which is incredible. So he's two of the Fab Five, which is amazing. And just how genuinely sweet he is. And it's like, he embodies Goofy in that way. He's a genuine, authentic man. So it was really, really special.
Right.
I'm still kind of like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. That was so
I can't
fun.
believe it actually happened. I don't think it really happened.
Know.
And then, like, I was taught, so we got off the phone call, right? And I called Dapper Mom afterwards. And she asked me, how did it go? And I said, well, Megan really led that one because I was fangirling too hard. And y'all, I don't know if you watch this. If you watch the episode over on YouTube, you can probably see where my face breaks and where there was a couple moments where it's like, oh, Danielle's gone into shock. Okay, that's fine. And especially, like, I knew when he was talking, I knew he was Horace Horsecollar. And I was like, okay, but when did you start being Horace Horsecollar? And as soon as he did the impression from The Prince and the Pauper,
I know
I
was the
lost
moment.
it. That was the moment where I was just like, oh my gosh, just nostalgia smacked me in the face.
Right.
And I
Your
had
childhood.
throwbacks to my childhood, watching that on VHS. That was one of the VHSs that we had at home. And I grew up on Prince and the Pauper. And oh my goodness, like if we were at home sick from school, like that would be the episode or the movie I would watch, just eating my Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I'd be so happy, little Danielle, and then listening to Horace Horsecollar, who plays like Prince Mickey's like tutor, and he's like, now we're going to talk about all these things, and it's, oh my gosh, so nostalgic. It was so cool. I lost my mind, y'all. It was great.
It's so funny because with voice actors, they do not have to go into their character voices. And if we ever get to talk to someone like Jim Cummings, like, you wouldn't really expect or even ask for him to do any of the voices. It's kind of like, you just want to get to know the person. But the fact that he went into so many of his voices was really, really cool. And, he did Goofy, he did Horace, and it was really special. So thank you all for listening to that episode. We had a really good time. It was great. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty excited to jump into this week's episode also.
Me too.
We've gone really not really polar opposites. Actually, this is it's actually very on brand. But we did our deep dives into our own personal selves the past 2 weeks and looking at characters that we think reflect us. But now we're doing our top 10 Disney summer songs. Yeah. When we are doing our Disney summer playlist, what songs come to mind? Yeah. And I'm excited to dive into this a little bit. I
am too. I'm excited to see what you have on your list. I know.
And I think it'll be interesting to see. In all honesty, y'all, I'm pretty confident in my top 10 through 5. It's my 5 through 1 that I'm like, oh, I don't know. Is this the number one song of summer? Like, I feel like, oh, I don't know.
It depends on how you view summer, really. Like, right. is this like, are you a full party mode? Are you like wanting to go and be on the beach all the time.
No,
or
I skipped the month of July mentally because I'm already in Halloween mode. Like I am kind of, now that I've gotten older, I'm definitely with those people of July 5th. Let's happy Halloween, everybody. Let's go.
Oh, just you and me both. I'm literally like, everybody's like, it's July. Why are they bringing out Halloween stuff? I'm like, it couldn't come sooner. Summer's the worst season. I don't know what you're talking about.
See, and this is why me and you get along so well, Megan, is that we're both not like there's those girlies that live for summer. And they're just I
don't live for summer. No.
Is that because we're in a more warmer climate? Like maybe if you're from the Midwest or from up north, then you're like, oh my goodness, summer, vitamin C, sunshine.
It's because we're spoiled.
And I'm like, the sun is trying to kill me during this month. I don't want to be here.
Right? No, it's because we're spoiled, and I also think it's because that is when tennis tournaments would ramp up during juniors, and I would just be like so tired and so worn out at that time. Like I'd play every week, every weekend, because usually it's just weekends, right, that the tournaments are being held during the school year. And so I was just like exhausted with training, and I'm just like, you know what, no, I'm done. I don't want to do summer. And also I always look forward to Halloween season. My birthday's in the fall, so I always just look forward to that season when it is summer.
Well, and I think for me it was like being like a kid from a small business family, right? And like we would be using July as like a prep month. Yeah. And as well as like into August a little bit. But as soon as September rolled around, it was full steam ahead through February and like peak season. And that's why I loved the holiday time, because there was always something to do. There was always work to be done and fun stuff like that. But in the summer, I was just like, I'm bored. And I see, and I'm like, but then outside, it's too hot. The sun's too much.
And I feel like, we're a little spoiled given the climates where we live and where we've lived for most of our lives. So sorry to those who live in like, the North or the Midwest.
Lisa from the UK has shouted out over on the Patreon family. And she's like, it's because you have sun. Loving our mini heat wave in the UK.
I'm so happy for you.
Understandable, because you guys do not see the sun half of the year. So like, sorry, y'all.
I know. I also think it's because I am a little bit of more introverted and more of a homebody. And that does not scream summer. Summer is like you get out there and you go and you travel, you take vacations, you're out mingling with people. And that's not who I am down to my core. I love it. I love doing it.
I have to be social and sweaty at the same time? What?
What? What do you mean? Those things combined are just, no, I don't want to do that. I want to sit by a cozy fire and stay here and give candy to the little kids dressed up in costumes.
I think that's it. Is costumes. I'm a costume sucker. An excuse to dress up.
No, it's an excuse to dress up, and that's how I've become a little bit more way into that in like my late 20s and 30s. So I'm like, bring on Halloween. Come, like you said, come July 5th. I'm like, okay, summer's over. Spooky season. So. Anyways, so our Disney Summer Song, we still have our top 10 Disney Summer Songs.
We're still going to celebrate summer, y'all.
We're still going to do it. We're going to count
at the beginning of the episode, but we're going to still celebrate summer. And but we're saying all this to say that these opinions might sway our list a little bit. And so it'll be interesting to see where this goes in the very end.
Yes. This will be very fun. I'm so interested to see Danielle's list. We're going to get into it very shortly, but we also have a fun little update for you guys. Our wonderful team, our producing team, ran a report this week, and we have been officially downloaded in 100 countries, which is more than half of the countries in the world. So thank you all so much for listening wherever you are. We so appreciate it. The Disney Countdown show has reached 100 countries. That is amazing. Truly amazing. So thank you. And thank you also for following us on the socials. We are, of course, at Disney Countdown Show on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And we so appreciate you watching our videos. We just posted something fun from our Bill Farmer interview, which was a little bit TikTok related because we talked about an audio on TikTok that I've actually used. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun over there. So thank you. And we also have our full episodes on YouTube. So hello, YouTube fam. YouTube.com/Countdown Network. And I am the magical millennial _ on all the things. She is the Dapper Danielle on all the things. We appreciate you following us on our personal socials too. Y'all are the best.
You know, when you were talking about the whole, like, that was me snickering there for a second.
I heard you.
You were like, in 100 countries. I'm like, oh my goodness, we're in our Pitbull era. Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Let's go.
Dale.
Dale. Y'all weren't ready for the Pitbull reference here in the middle of the Disney Countdown show. Oh, anyway. But Megan, we have some more reviews to get through. And again, we kind of mentioned this in the past couple episodes. We have so many DMs and reviews that we want to get into. And this very first one is going to be a Spotify review. It's actually a comment. So if y'all know that if you write out, like, you do your stars over on Spotify, and then you can go into one of the episodes and you can write a comment, and then we're counting that as a review. So we can go in and see that. So this one is from Catherine C1709. And it says, this was obviously for our Bob Gurr episode. It says, "Oh, this episode with Bob was so sweet. Y'all did such a good job. Good luck with the book, Danielle. I'm waiting for my copy to arrive. Can't wait to see the new season already. XXX."
Yay!
Thank you.
Thanks, Catherine.
Okay, what's funny is that I believe the XXX or the XOXO thing is very much a European thing, and I've realized this over the past couple years. So, Catherine, if you are one of our friends from the UK, please let us know, and we would really love to know that.
I think she is. I think this is Catherine who... It might be Catherine who has her own account and does stuff over at Disneyland Paris. It might be that Catherine. Or our friend Catherine. Yes.
It might be, yes.
If it is, let us know. Send us a quick DM, because we love having you. Thank you so much for listening to the show. And she's so sweet. We love Catherine.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is also a review / comment from Spotify from Marianella. And Marianella says, "What do we want? Games. When do we want them? In all the episodes." This is, I love this. This is
Don't worry. We will have a game this episode. Chris is prepared.
We got a game coming your way, and I love that I think this is in response to the one comment that was like, "It didn't win it. They just get rid of the games already." I skipped through all the games. We only had one comment like that, which Chris understandably took a little offense to, and everyone, yeah, in the chat, and of course Marianella here clapped back. So we're keeping the games coming. Don't worry.
So funny. So funny.
Thanks, Marianella.
Well, we have another one, and this is from our email, and this is from Madeline, I think.
Madeline, yeah.
It says, "Hey guys, I was so excited to find out that the two of my favorite people are friends and make content together. Listening to y'all's..." Hold on, I'm going to restart this one over again. This one is from Madeline via our email, and it says, "Hey guys, I was so excited to find out that two of my favorite people are friends and make content together. Listening to y'all fills up my cup when I am having a really hard day. I've been following y'all both for years now, and I love the podcast. I'm going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party for the first time this year, and I'm so excited, and I hope to see Danielle this trip. I work with animals, and I wonder if y'all could rank your favorite Disney animals."
Okay, so is this from Jen on Instagram or Madeline via email? This might be a... Danny kind of messed up on this
that's
one.
a good question. Okay, so this might be Jen via Instagram.
The way our little sheet is set up here, it might be from Jen on Instagram. I'm so sorry, you guys. If it's Madeline, great. If it's Jen, great. But yeah, Disney Animals is a great countdown idea. I love that.
I love that.
Well, just sidekicks, but not animals.
Right, because then you would include more of the horse characters too. Like, I would probably include Philippe, because he's not really considered a sidekick. He's really like just the horse.
He's just the horse, exactly.
But he's a great horse.
He is a great horse. Yeah. Good idea. Well, I would definitely add that to the list. Appreciate it. We always love your suggestions, so keep them coming. This next one is from Monique on Instagram. Monique says, "Hey girls, I love your show and can't wait for all the new episodes. Just wondering if Megan knows if the original conductor hats, navy, not the 70th ones, over at DCA are currently available. I'm traveling to the parks later this month from Australia and it's my #1 merch search, but last time I was there, it was nowhere to be found." Monique, good question, and I wish I read this yesterday because I will not be going back to the parks until a couple weeks from now because we'll be in Italy. I want to say at least they were recently. I don't remember seeing them when I was there this week.
Everywhere, only in select stores.
They are definitely only in select stores, and they're only in DCA. You cannot find these in Disneyland, and they're actually in DCA. They're only either in the very first section, like oh my gosh, what's the name of it's a little
On
like
Buena Vista
stand.
Street?
Yeah, that first one on your left. And then there's Elias & Co., which is the big store on your left as well, a little bit past that. They're only at those 2 locations. You won't find them anywhere else. So I want to say yes, but it's such a bummer that I'm not sure.
Cole brought one back to, I think it was Lem here.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the
Oh,
sparkly
yeah, Lem's
one
worn
for
it.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's the extra large adult hat.
Yeah.
I tried it on. It doesn't fit my head.
Yeah,
Y'all, I got a big old head. When I tell you, it's a melon. It's huge. And so we sit, like, it fits on everybody else's head at the table just fine. And then I put it on, it barely goes on top of my head. And they're just like, "Danielle, it's just your hair." I'm like, it ain't my hair. I got a lot of hair, but I just got a fat head. That's all it is. And yeah, so we had a good laugh about it at the table at Chili's. It was a good time.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, the conductor hats, they definitely, the material is like, I don't know, it's hit or miss.
Because it's literally a perfect circle.
It's a perfect circle, yes.
You're just trying to fit that on a dome that don't do that.
No, it's one that I won't be wearing a lot. I'll stick to my headbands, but I know the original conductor hat is very popular, and I hope it's there when you're there, Monique. I'm so sorry I don't have a definitive answer for you.
And I hope it fits your head.
And I hope it fits your head. Yep.
All right, well, we got another one over here too, and this one is from Lucy on Instagram, and it's let's see, this one says 5 stars. Absolutely love this podcast. I listen weekly from the UK, and you both always provide the perfect dose of Disney needed to get through a busy day as a teacher.
Oh, this is Lucy. We know Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Yeah.
Yes. I love listening to all the random facts and opinions. I feel like I finally have found other humans who understand the true Disney obsession. I have pre-ordered Danielle's book and can't wait to read it and make my whole family listen to even more Disney facts. Thank you for providing joy every week, and I hope to run into you both in the parks one day. Love, love, love the podcast, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy.
We love you too. Thank you so, so much. Y'all are the best. We really appreciate you sending in your reviews and hopefully, getting the show out there more. We so appreciate you. And of course, if we haven't gotten to yours yet, don't worry. We will be in the next few episodes. Eventually. We will. All right. Well, we also have
some new Patreon family members.
Yes. And if some of them are in the chat. Hi, Patreon fam, who's currently listening in. But we have new members. Woohoo!
Yes. And so our newest members are Claire, Joe, and Tiffany.
Welcome. Let's go.
And we're going to be doing, y'all, if you are not part of our Patreon family already, the Patreon family basically gets all the bonus episodes. Mm-hmm. They get the virtual hangs. They're part of the Facebook. They're part of the Discord fam and a little bit of everything else in between. Mm-hmm. We have some really cool giveaways and stuff that we do. I believe right now, let me see. Hold on. I'm looking at what we did. We actually just did a Snow White Funko Pop giveaway.
Yes.
That was open to all the Patreon members. I think we also just did we do a Lilo and Stitch one for the month of June because of 626 Day?
626, was that our June one? It might have been,
I think so.
Yes.
And so we do some other little fun giveaways, especially as we get closer to certain times of the year. Mm-hmm. And we try to be based around the holidays too and do some really fun stuff around that too. But yes, we'll be doing our July virtual hang here very soon towards the end of the month once Megan is back from her Italy trip.
Yep. Always a lot of fun. The Patreon fam is awesome. We got some of them listening to the live recording right now, which we've had already a time this morning. So if you're interested, we do have the link in our episode notes, or you can always search us Disney Countdown on patreon.com. All right. Well, Danielle, There's
We
been
kind of got into it immediately in this episode, and we were kind of
did.
getting caught up about we got distracted with Bill Farmer and everything
Yes.
else in between. But what else is going on, Megan?
I mean, I wanted to mention, I was trying to save it all for obviously this portion of our episode, because talking about it on the beginning, you know, we could talk for hours, right? But
Yes.
I was at Disneyland yesterday trying to find all the new merch, and they did just drop a Wishables collection. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's the Shimmer collection. And
I thought the Wishables disappeared.
I thought they did too. They brought them in this like cute little
You know why?
Fab
It's because
Five.
those mix and magic things.
They're
the
not
ones
selling.
They're not selling. They
They're
look
not selling.
ridiculous, and I make fun of them all the time whenever I see them in the store. Anyway,
It's
continue.
almost, they're trying to like combine the Wishables with the new emos, and it's not working.
It's
guys.
not working.
So I got one, and I was like, oh, let's just pick one out. So I pulled one, and it was kind of my little consolation prize if we didn't find what we were looking for, which we didn't. The Villain Spirit jersey and the Cars ears are the hot topic. Hot button items right now.
Oh, I
at
saw
the
a
parks
picture of
that's
the
sold
Cars
out
ears.
instantly. Oh yeah, super cute, right? Or Lightning McQueen ears.
Mhm.
So couldn't find them, so that was like my little prize to, like, you know, bring some joy at the end of the video. Opened it, and I was like, what are the chances we get Goofy? Technically they're 1 in 5, but but I was like, I think it's gonna be Goofy, because we just did the Bill Farmer interview a couple days ago. And lo and behold, pulled it out of the box, and it was, in fact, Goofy. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. I know that the odds aren't, you know, insane, but it is just still kind of crazy that we got Goofy. And
I love that you text it in the podcast group chat.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, guys, I just pulled it after we talked about it with Bill Farmer, and it was really cute.
I got so excited because, first of all, Goofy's my favorite. I meant to show Bill this. He is a charm on my Pandora bracelet, but I love him in general, and yeah, just the fact that we got him. Here he is.
Oh,
So they're all wearing something shimmery. That's part of the collection, and he's wearing his little shimmery vest, and his hat is shimmery too.
hat. I like the
Yeah.
stars in his eyes. That's actually really cute.
Right. So he's gonna go up with let's see, I have in my Wishable collection, we have a Star Wars collection that was a mystery one that we completed, and then I have a little Wishables spider bot right over there.
Oh
So,
my,
He'll be joining the fam over on the shelf.
Aw.
Yeah,
cute.
special one. But yeah, we talked about the Bill Farmer interview and how amazing it was. Cannot talk about it enough because it was, I mean, he's wonderful, such a sweet man, and yeah, is the voice behind the characters that we grew up with, which is so crazy. It's so crazy
So crazy
and awesome. Yeah. So hope you guys liked it. We had a good time doing it.
Goodness. But what else
Yeah.
is happening over there in Disney? So you did a little bit of touring around before your trip to Italy, and you were seeing some things. You've been trying all the churros. Oh my goodness. The trend of like holding something in your hand as if it's like something to take the edge off, you know? And yours with the churro, I was like, oh, I'm so happy for her.
Thank you. And it's been done so much. I was like, I know this one's been done, but I have a churro in my hand right now. Might as well just pick up the phone and record. But yeah, I've been trying to catch up on the churros because I was doing a little, you know, gym thing before. Wasn't really eating a lot of sweets. But now that I'm trying to just enjoy, you know, the summer and live my best life and eat and drink what I
out all the
please.
calories anyway just from walking around.
Exactly. Apparently, that's the thing in Italy. Apparently, no matter how much you eat, you lose weight. So actually, I'm going to do that experiment. But the
like, carb me up, baby. Let's
go. So yeah, I've been trying all the churros. I've been enjoying it. Like the celebration churro, which is ube and blueberry frosting. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's because that was my first churro back in a while or what, but it was good. And then I did also try the, what is it called? Banana Conanza churro at Cozy Cone, which I also enjoyed. I was like, oh, this is like, it was like a banana whipped cream with some chocolate shavings, and I was like, this is really good. I'm gonna say this is one of the best I've had, because Cozy Cone to me hasn't had the best churros in the past. And especially like the quality of the churro itself has not been great, but the one I had was pretty dang good. So,
okay.
We're making our way through the churros, y'all. Trying to catch up. And those are the two that I have liked so far.
Oh,
So,
and
yeah.
see, Matterhorn Megan was talking about your Disney date dude, right?
Oh, my video.
Which I was like, I wasn't prepared for. I was like, whoa, this is really coming out of left field for like, because it's been a while since you've done a skit like this.
I know, and I'm trying to get back into it because I love doing skits. I love creating scenes and writing scripts and stuff. So yeah, I was like, I just want to try it out, see what happens.
Which I was just
fun
like,
to make. It was fun to make and really cringy to make. I made myself cringe.
you're just like, oh my goodness. But that's unfortunate. Is that is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's more of a SoCal culture than it is here in Walt Disney World, just because you guys are the local park.
Yes.
And everybody has a friend that can get them into the park or like comp tickets or an annual pass over there.
Oh, it's way more of like a dating park. It's not because like World is a
Right.
vacation park. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And I even told Eric he might get mad at me for outing him, but he's like, yeah, I've been that dude. I'm like, no, you haven't. That's great. They're talking about Beastly Appetite.
Oh
and
my
he's like,
goodness.
Yeah,
Well,
I've definitely been on
honestly,
one of those
though,
dates.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Eric's ridiculous. I don't know what to do with him.
And then, of course, this was back in the day, y'all. This is not Eric now. This is like,
He's matured a little
He
bit,
has
or we at least hold him
matured.
to a higher standard when we talk to him. We're like, dude, what you doing? Like,
he's
my
grown
guy.
up. Yeah, no, that was definitely a fun one to put together. So thank y'all for watching it. We you should see Kelly's face when she was trying to record me. She was like literally cringing the whole time. I'm like, I'm sorry you have to witness this.
She's because of course Kelly's our Gen Zer, right? And she's she's like, oh, millennial mom, what are you doing?
Literally a millennial mom. Yeah. So yeah,
So funny.
very fun. But thank you so much. Thanks Matterhorn Meg for watching it.
See, and I love how like the videos that like the random videos for you, right, of the skit and everything else, I feel like are doing great for you. And then for me, Summerween at TJ Maxx and a freaking lampshade. When I tell you popping off, and I'm like, guys, that's not my normal content. So I've gotten a lot of new followers here recently, which I'm like, okay, I hope you guys are not just thinking I'm a DIY Penelope Garcia, but I'm like a Disney Penelope Garcia. And so
People
I don't know,
love to
I feel
see
like
it.
when those videos go viral, I'm like, guys, you start following me and you're going to be like, oh, this isn't what I signed up for. Yeah, because you didn't go back and look at any of my other videos before you followed.
Exactly. But at the same time, it's like, okay, they love seeing the real you. And I always trust that, when they follow, they go to your page and they realize it. They don't click unfollow. They're just like, oh, this is so fun. And then, I don't know. I think having the non-niche content in there is, it's a little important, I think, to get for people to get to know you on the personal side.
It diversifies the socials, and I do feel like the algorithm weirdly likes it too, and that's why it started to push it. So now I'm like,
absolutely.
I do have some other projects I'm working on. I'm like, does this mean I need to record them and post them?
Do it. Seriously, do it. Yeah, people love DIY stuff. Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna have to.
Do it. Yeah. Well, I loved watching that one. I thought that was really funny. Like, you just like kind of plop it on the lamp, and it's like, oh my god, look at that!
Wow, that's a way fancier lamp. I think it's just the sass that people were not ready for.
I know. It's right behind you too, isn't it? I see it.
It literally, it's because of this lampshade right here, and it was in the damages section of Home Goods, and it was like it was literally stacked, and I saw it because the fringe was peeking out, and I'm like, ooh, fringe. Yes, Danielle's here for a fringe moment, and I pick it up. I'm like, oh my goodness, it literally matches the carpet in my living room.
It's going in the
How
terrace.
much are you?
Yeah,
It was like, if I did that thing with myself, if it's under $15, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the damages sticker. It was like 13. I was like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, okay, wait, let me look at the rest of the fringe. It was literally just peeling off the edge. The bottom half of it wasn't getting frayed. It didn't get caught on anything. Literally the glue was just bad. But also the number one comment in that video on both socials is, oh, don't be careful. It's going to heat up. I'm like, guys, we have smart LED lights now, not halogen
the
ones
old
that
type
will burn down the house. This isn't like we're in the 2020s, y'all. Like, we're not in the 90s, early 2000s. And if you still have a lamp that does that, like, you need to upgrade your technology a little bit.
You
like,
might
that's
need
all
to
I'm saying.
upgrade. I fully agree. Yes, the technology has advanced. We're gonna be fine. Nothing's gonna burn the house down.
Safety begins with me. I mean,
we got
it. My little trick is not meant for those that have small children and or pets that will run into things. So
Yes.
you just literally set it on top. This is for your single millennial living at home that just has a really ugly lamp because we're cheap like that. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine. It's all
Everything will be
good.
fine.
Well, with that, Danielle, shall we get into some Disney news?
Yeah, let's get into some Disney news and not breaking news of me and Home Goods. Like, let's focus on that.
Let's do it.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney news.
Did you hear about this thing about Scarlett Johansson? Like, I guess kind of provided an update on the status of the Tower of Terror movie.
I did hear about it. I didn't really read into it, but I know that she said something briefly.
That's because, again, I ain't gonna believe it until I see it.
Exactly.
They've been toying around with this for years now, even after the original Tower of Terror movie came out, right? And then this one came out. They started rumbling this like back in 2018. I feel like.
I think so too. That was when the rumors started circulating that there was going to be another movie, because the only one we have is the one from 1997.
Right.
So with Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst, but it's interesting because really you kind of have to make your own story essentially, because obviously this was based on The Twilight Zone by Rod Serling,
Right.
And but it wasn't a fully developed story, y'all. This was literally just a scene that happened and the elevator crashing, going into the Twilight Zone. There is no full episode of this. So with Twilight Zone and with Tower of Terror, you have to create the story. And I don't think they wanted to do a shot-for-shot remake of the 97 movie.
No.
So, and she's kind of like, oh, it's been a tough nut to crack, but it's taking shape. So what does that mean exactly? It sounds like they haven't started filming it at all.
No. Not at all.
They're trying to write it. And
And that's where I'm like, okay, I feel like the Haunted Mansion movie was good because, and I know some varying opinions on that, but I love the Haunted Mansion movie. And you could tell that the director, because he was a cast member, he worked at Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. And I'm like, y'all need to find a Tower of Terror cast member, or you need to just go interview TJ, literally here in Hollywood
TJ.
Studios.
yeah, because I'm sure he has some more lore or just straight up ideas for a full length film.
Literally, just let him word dump the cast member lore onto you, and then you work off that. I think that really is what it is. Is that don't look at the box office numbers. You need to go to the location. Like you can't use Disneyland in Hollywood anymore or Anaheim as a reference anymore. It's gone. It's Guardians.
gone.
You got to come here to Florida. Calm down.
Or I mean, you could do Paris or Tokyo. Might be a very interesting story, but
that would tie in Society of Explorers and Adventurers.
That
would be really cool.
that it would. So maybe that's something that they get inspiration from. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all, basically, this movie has not been filmed yet by any means, and it's mostly just we're trying to get a storyline down. We're trying to get a screenplay written here. So.
Again,
Not
we'll
too much,
believe it
not
when
too
we
much of
see
an
it.
update, but we will believe it when we see it. Exactly. Apparently, also rumored that there is an Indiana Jones reboot in the works. I don't want to talk
believe
about
it
this.
when we see it.
I don't want to talk about this. I'm like, okay, literally, Harrison Ford's the perfect Indiana Jones. I feel like so protective of him. Weirdly,
Because, I think they're trying to make him like the James Bond, right? Of how there's a different James Bond every generation. But
yeah,
sometimes
I don't think that's gonna work.
certain characters can't move
You can't
forward
replicate
past that.
them. Exactly. You can't. James Bond is, he's got his certain, traits that move on from every actor. But with Indy, it's like, you can't replicate Harrison
Ford made that character. It
Exactly.
wasn't the character already pre-existed in a book format like James Bond did.
Right. You can't just copy paste with the actor. So I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest fan if this is actually true. And I can't even tell you who I'd want to play Indiana Jones in some sort of reboot. Sorry. I'm a little protective. I feel like a Harry Potter fan who's not liking the whole reboot for that franchise.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But yes.
Well, another reboot thing that we are seeing and hearing rumors of is that who is it? Amy Sedaris? Did I say the name right?
Yes, the new Oswald series. Okay.
Which I'm like, okay, this is great because of course it's oh my goodness, what's his name? John Favreau.
Who's obviously done so many things for Disney.
Right. And like I love him, trust him.
Mm-hmm.
But with everything that's happening right now, like, Pixar's clapped back towards the audience that just went viral here. I know. Oh my, first off, I was like, whoa, Pixar, you trying to pick a fight?
Yeah.
And
that was awesome.
I mean, yes, it is true. Okay, so y'all, if you do not know, Pixar basically did a clap back saying, okay, we're not going to keep doing original stories if you guys don't show up for it.
Yeah.
And because Elio did flop, and that they're like, well, it flopped because of you guys. And I'm like, okay, wait, whoa. Like it's true, but also I just think like, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't rattle the bear in the cage.
Yeah, I think it's not all the people. It's also the marketing, and I think it's
literally
Disney
competing with Lilo and Stitch.
It was competing with Lilo and Stitch, correct? And who's gonna win out in that battle? It'll always be Lilo and Stitch.
Also, because that's where all the marketing went to. There was no marketing for Elio. It was not done properly.
They made a flipping animatronic Stitch and sent him around the country, like, and recorded all of it. You know?
Yeah.
With Elio, Elio was complicated as well because the storyline was entirely different 3-4 years ago. I don't know if you remember seeing the first trailer, and you can tell it changed. And I specifically remember watching the teaser from years ago to now, or to the trailer that was released last year. I'm like, that's not what you put out at first. I know that for a fact.
That's not what we heard at D23.
No, Glorden was never. I don't think Glorden was supposed to be a part of it.
No,
I only remember the little blob. What's his name? And when Glorden came in, I was like, who is that? When did he show up?
What is this?
I'm not saying I love Glorden. I want to buy a Glorden plushie. But Elio was a little complicated in its development. So it just, with that, and I think people knew that, the marketing, yes, was not great. People only heard about it like a month before, maybe. And, but at the same time, yes, it is an original story. It's a completely original concept. And people just did not, it didn't want to see it compared to Lilo and Stitch. So
because they didn't know what they were getting into.
They didn't.
If you had to pick a story that you were familiar with versus something new, and then if you only had limited finances to be able to pick taking your family to one movie over the other because you only can afford one movie a month, you're gonna pick the one that seems familiar.
Yeah, exactly. And live actions, as much as we complain about them, they make money. So
which I complain about them.
I know,
but anyway. So I say all this to say, I love that we are getting movement. We're hearing stuff about the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit series, but again, this could change. It could literally hit it dramatically at any point. So
I'm excited to see something Oswald. I think it's really cool. As a Disney fan, it's fun to see this happening. So yeah. We'll see, y'all. Right. More updates as they come in, but without further ado,
that wasn't really news. That wasn't news. I know our rant on what's happening in the Disney movie industry.
More our personal takes on what's going on. Exactly.
What's going on? Just keeping y'all up to date on the tea of what's happening. So, but I think Eric has a game for us. Should we go ahead and jump into our game?
Or Chris has a game for us.
Chris, who's Eric? I don't even know Eric. Oh, because I was thinking Beastly Appetite. We were talking about him earlier. Surprise! Beastly Appetite.
Is Eric here?
No, Eric's not here, but Chris is here. Chris, are you there?
I'm here. I do have a game. I'm not Eric. I'm Chris. Let's play a game. Today we're playing some more Disney Taboo, which, as we know,
Ooh.
obviously is
Let's
the
go.
sweetest of taboos. Where's the button? There she is. Thank you, Sade. It's very expensive to have her come in on these sessions, but it's always worth it. So the way this works is, before we began, I individually sent Danielle and Megan a list of music associated with Disney. Their
Ooh.
job will be to get the other person to guess the names of the songs. But I've also included some off-limits taboo words that they'll have to avoid saying. And because we're talking about music, directly reciting lyrics is also going to be off-limits.
Ah, dang it, really?
Oh, you can't sing it? Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
If it gets
That
down to
actually would be really, really easy then. No, you're
Yeah, you
right.
just
We
sing
can't.
it.
We can't do that. No.
If,
Dang
if,
it, I was
if you're
already
having
ready for my
issues, you
first
can
one.
maybe like hum it or something. But
Yeah.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. Okay.
So, who wants to start to give the other person the clues? Who wants to go first?
I can
Do you want to start? Okay, go ahead, Danielle. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm really banking that you know this, and I doubt
boy.
you
Oh boy.
do. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
The first song is Tom Hiddleston's favorite.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
From the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you guys. I know this. It's not Bare Necessities. It's
We'll say
Is it-
we'll
is
say
it the
you
Bare-
got it right.
is it the Bare Necessities?
It is very
Oh, okay. Yay! I can't believe I got that shot in the dark. Okay.
No, that
whew.
was great.
Thank
Yes, y'all.
you.
If you did not know, Tom Hiddleston's favorite Disney movie is The Jungle Book, and it is Bare Necessities. This is his favorite. Not that I'm that creepy fangirl, but yes, I
No,
am.
I remember this interview where he said that. So yes, okay.
Yes.
Whew.
What
Wow.
were your taboo words, Danielle?
My
Oh, yeah.
taboo words were Jungle Book, Baloo, Bear, Simple Living, Food. And my other one I was going to do was Prickly Pear. And I was like, oh, no, I can't say it because it's technically a lyric.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, yeah,
Right.
no lyrics, no lyrics.
Megan, you're up.
Okay. So my first song here is 18th birthday love song.
Love is an Open Door.
Mother Gothel movie.
Oh, oh gosh. When Will My Life Begin?
Love song.
Oh, love song. Oh gosh, what is the name of the song? At Last I See the Light.
Yes.
That's right. What were your taboo words?
Chris, this is
Megan?
really good. It's a really good taboo game.
Thank you.
Tangled, Rapunzel, Lanterns, Flynn Rider, Tower, and Dreams.
Oh.
Really well done. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is tough.
Oh goodness.
All right, next one.
This one's hard.
This is hard. This is really, and no lyrics too.
Okay. I want you to think Animal Kingdom.
Okay. Lion King.
Bird flying sequence.
Bird flying sequence. Bird flying sequence.
The dance scene.
Oh. The dance scene.
Well,
And is Lion King on like?
well, it is that.
Okay, I just know
But
it
in
became.
the show,
I
in
just
the
not-
in the
Is it
in
Hakuna
the-
Matata?
no, in the Animal Kingdom show.
Circle of Life?
No.
Dang it. Okay.
Love song.
Oh, Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
My taboo words were Lion King, Simba, Nala, romantic, Elton John, feelings. And so I was trying to say, like, in the Lion King, in the Festival of the Lion King, the birds, the bird dancers are the ones that perform to this song.
And I would have spaced. I will
That's
say,
okay.
I hate to be this freaking person. You did say love, and that's part of the song. So I know I'm the worst. I'm the worst. But I will be that person in Taboo, and I'm so.
Here's what I'll say. It wasn't used in the context of the song because like there are like and there are like little filler words that were also used, but I wouldn't count those necessarily.
True. That's true.
So
Yeah.
and
I'm
I'm,
just
not
like
keeping
half a
score.
point.
I'm
so.
being I'm being that
Half-
annoying
you
person
get
right
1,000
now.
points instead of 2,000 points.
Oh,
That's
okay.
We
that's
still,
fine.
we still got it. Yeah. Okay.
Next up.
All right, next up, we're gonna okay. This is Chris. This is really good. This is really hard. Lin-Manuel Miranda,
Okay.
like lyricist, and Maui,
You're welcome.
main song of this movie.
I Am Moana?
Other main song. The big number.
I Am Moana? What's the big
like
song?
like the main one.
You're welcome. That's like the best one.
No.
Hold on, I'm thinking really hard.
Her song. Yes.
Oh, the It Calls Me whatever.
Yes. But what's the title?
How Far I Go.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
My taboo words were Moana, ocean, island, journey, wayfinding, and boat.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, last one for you, Danielle, to give.
Okay, mine is American Princess, first American Princess,
Okay.
and Weather,
Weather.
Billowing
Mm-hmm.
Leaves.
That's good.
First American princess. Oh my god. Who's the first American
Native American Princess.
Oh my god, Pocahontas. Oh, Colors
There you
of the
go.
Wind.
There you go.
You got it.
I was like, oh, okay.
Thank you, April. I thought that one was pretty good too.
That was good. That was good.
And
What
your
were
taboo
what were the words?
My taboo words were Pocahontas, nature, paint, trees, river, spirit. I could have said grandmother Willow, but I feel like that would have been a little too obvious.
Okay.
Like,
I know naming characters is like making it a little easier, but yeah. Good one. Okay, last one.
Matterhorn Megan said, I almost wanted Megan not to get it so Danielle could continue describing it.
You almost have to keep hearing how to describe it. Okay. Last one. Miguel and Pixar.
Un Poco Loco?
The final number, the final song.
Familia?
Or okay, second to last.
Um,
The main one.
Remember Me.
Yes. hmm
That's it.
Yay!
My words were Coco, family, ancestors, guitar, Mexico, and music.
Oh, yeah.
Good one, Chris.
Good
this
game,
was
Chris.
challenging. I like this. That was
Thank you.
great.
Thank
yeah. Appreciate it. All right. Till next time, Chris.
Till next time.
Thanks for
All right.
Disney Taboo. That was
Well,
super
Megan-
fun, as always. All right.
Yes.
You ready?
You ready
Ready
to jump
for our
into it? So,
songs?
y'all, again, since we got so distracted earlier in the beginning of this episode, again, this is going to be our top 10 Disney summer songs and the ones that we resonate and think of summer with all the time.
Yes. Yes, indeed. This is going to be fun. Let's get into our 10 through 6. Who started last time, Danielle? Was it me or you?
I think it was you because I did the bonus episode, so I think it's me now this time.
It is back to you. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
See, we're slowly getting the hang of this, y'all. We're
We are.
trying hard.
Yep.
Okay. So surprisingly enough, this one I wasn't expecting. As I was going through all my list, I was like, okay, is this going to make my list?
Mhm.
Number 10 for me is Gospel Truth from Hercules.
Ooh. That
Right?
which includes the Hades portion, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess it would. Because when it was like, he ruled the underworld, like that part.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Very
no,
dark.
I would include all of it.
Oh, interesting. What a
Yeah.
choice. Okay, okay.
I don't know why. I think it's like, whenever I think of Hercules, it would be, for me, that would be going over to the friend's house and eating popsicles and watching Hercules in the AC for a little bit. And
Yeah.
like maybe we didn't get all the way through the movie, but we would for sure hear that first opening song and stuck with me.
Totally. I totally feel that. That's a good choice. Not
Thank
what I
you.
would expect. Yeah. Well done. Okay. All right. Well, my number 10 is a little bit more on the nose, and it's why I put it like way more up towards the top, because I feel like it's too obvious.
Is it too obvious?
It's way too obvious. It's What Time Is It from High School Musical 2. Summertime.
It's vacation. I mean, it's on brand though. I think that's what everybody else is. I feel like if you're going to
so
start
on
off a
brand.
summer list, that's what everybody starts with.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, wait, that's low-hanging fruit. Come on, that's too easy, which is why it's at number 10. So that's why, yeah. I mean, it's a great song, like opening song for High School Musical 2, and it's very on theme. So yeah, What Time Is It is my number 10. School's out. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thanks.
All right. Number 9 for me is kind of mine that like you hit the nail on the head kind of thing. Right.
Yep.
And okay, surprisingly enough, I have not seen this movie in its entirety. However, I know the entire soundtrack because it played on repeat at the pool deck in the middle of summer when I was working in children's activities.
Okay.
And we had a dance and everything that we did together. And we were really promoting it at our resort. And it's going to be Surf's Up from Teen Beach Movie.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Like the summer song.
Absolutely.
And if you have not listened to it, it stands pretty great on its own. Even without it being in the middle of the movie. So I weirdly like it.
It's a good song. Great song. Yeah, that movie it resonates with a lot of people. I think a lot of people like that movie, and then because of the music, so totally screams summer. I love that.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Let's take a little listen.
Well, yeah. Another one that's completely on the nose for me at number 9 is going to be In Summer from Frozen. No. I mean, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. The low-hanging fruit kind of had to be more up high, because I'm like, listen, Megan, you got to use your brain a little bit for these. Let's just put these ones up higher on the list. So
What's
In Summer
funny
is number 9.
I purposely did not include this one in my list
And
because I was like,
had a
that's
feeling
too.
you wouldn't.
If
I had a
summer
feeling
is
you
too
wouldn't.
obvious in
It's too easy. It's too easy. Come on. But it does the joyful little melody of this song. Obviously the scene in which it accompanies the song, because Olaf is literally in a summer sequence.
Right.
I had to put it in, and I do.
Y'all,
I still love listening to this song.
if you go back and watch this, or you watch it on the big screen at the Frozen sing-along here at Hollywood Studios, you guys need to go and just don't watch Olaf. Watch the seagulls and the bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
That freaking bumblebee that literally floats on screen and then just kind of does a little head tilt. Whatever animator put that in, just know I love you. And I... like sometimes, like I should have included that random character in my countdown for like the ones that I resonate with the most. It's that freaking Bumblebee from In Summer.
So
Mood.
good. So yeah, there it is at number 9. Another, literally in the title, In Summer. All right, number 8.
All right, number 8. Okay. For me, I decided to go with, I kind of hinted at it in the game, and that's why I kept saying it over and over again, because it is my favorite song from Moana, and it's You're Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Very summery. Yeah.
Very summery. The beats there. It's very, hey, what can I say except you're welcome. I don't know. I associate this with summer.
Totally.
And my sassy side that comes out,
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is very upbeat. It is, I love the lyrics of it. It's, islandy too, a little bit. So, yeah, I fully agree. That's a good choice.
Thanks.
Yeah, love it. All right, my number 8 is kind of, I guess on a little the same page. It's Try Everything from Zootopia.
Oh.
And I mean, when this song comes on, I tend to listen all the way through because I love the lyrics. I love it's a very positive, again, upbeat song, and definitely it's it screams a little bit of summer, you know, like
because it's Shakira, of course
it's
it does.
Shakira, right? So yeah, I love the vibes of it. And again, the lyrics.
That's another one that really just stands out on its own. It doesn't have to be associated with the movie. The song itself is great. That's the one it's my hype up song if I go in for like a really big interview or if I have something else really, really big happening and I'm like stressing out. That's the one that's on the playlist and I'm blaring that sucker.
Right.
And yeah, good choice, Megan.
Thank you. It also, it's funny because it has a reference in the show that I watch religiously called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if you guys watch that show, but it has a reference because Andy Samberg's character is trying to make sure that his friend, who's Charles Boyle, doesn't have a concussion. And one of the questions he asks is, how many musical numbers are in the movie Zootopia? And he goes, just the one. And it cracks me up every time. And it's Try Everything. So, yeah. But it's great. It only needs one.
It only needs one. It carries the entire movie.
It carries the movie. That's right.
All right.
Anyway,
moving on to number 7. 7 for me was also a pretty obvious one, but this one is from Phineas and Ferb, and it's going to be Backyard Beach.
Oh, good one.
And the Backyard Beach. Such a bop. And then when Ferb starts rapping, I'm done.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that episode for the very first time on TV, and I was just like, this is amazing. And
Ferb is rapping.
Ferb is rapping. He's so cool. Ferb is still the coolest.
Ferb is cool. My favorite line of all time is going to be, sharks have to keep swimming forward or they'll drown. It's
just random, like,
just literally so random at the end of the episode.
So
yeah,
good.
Great. That's a good choice from Phineas and Ferb. I mean, Phineas and Ferb, we could probably
the whole
so
series
many songs.
could be.
I know from exactly.
But I was like, okay, I don't want to do Gitchy Gitchy Goo because like that's too obvious. Squirrels in my pants is okay. I actually, weirdly enough, when I think squirrels in my pants, I think of fall.
Yeah, because squirrels are very fall with their,
right,
going in the trees, little acorns.
Exactly. So that's why I had Backyard Beach is the one that made it into the countdown.
Good one. Good one. Okay. My number 7 is gonna be from a movie that I just mentioned, and it's Fabulous from High School Musical 2, sung by Sharpay Evans.
I mean, accurate.
Goodbye, clouds of gray. Hello, skies of blue. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's so summer, laying by the pool. Like, I want all things fabulous, and yeah, she's just
towels
she's
imported
iconic for
from
this song.
Turkey, and turkey imported from Maine.
Yeah. Dip in the pool, a trip to the spa. Yeah. So
it's every I think that's really, like, we were complaining earlier in the beginning of the episode of how we're not summertime girlies. It's because we want to live Sharpay summer all the time.
Sharpay is living our dream for
and if
summer.
we can't have Sharpay summer, we don't want it.
Let's just move on to fall then. Like, come on, we'll just skip summer.
If I can't have Sharpay summer, I don't want it. Give
want
me
it.
fall.
Exactly. Okay.
Right.
Number 6. Oh, we're down to number 6 already. Okay.
We are. So
Here we
y'all,
are.
thank you again so much for listening this far into the episode. Thank you so much. And make sure you are following along on all the socials, Disney Countdown Show. And maybe you're over here watching us right now on YouTube. Hello. Yes, the lighting and everything on my side has been crazy this entire episode because my AC was out half of the episode. So we didn't have as much lights and everything like that. So anyway, but yes, your support means a lot to us. And actually, a lot of you have been supporting us on YouTube for the past 2 years over on Disney Countdown Show and the Countdown Network YouTube channel. So big shout out to y'all over there, by the way. All right.
Appreciate it.
So should we go ahead and jump on into it?
Let's do it. Number 6. Here we go.
Number 6 for me is going to be Un Poco Loco.
Woo!
From Coco.
I can totally see this. Yep, very much so.
I think it's because this song plays, it's now part of the background music in the Mexico Pavilion. And when it's hot out, and like, actually I did this the other day. I went and I got my my little tostadas chicken stuff and my elote. And the song came on while I was hiding in the shade and sweating to death in the Mexico Pavilion. But then it made it okay because I was really loving my elote. And then the song, I was like, "Un Poco Loco, I'm gonna devour this corn," and it was great. I was living my best life, so that's why that one right there is sitting at my number 6.
Fantastic. And I love the reasoning behind it.
Food related.
Food and sun and
good vibes.
Mexico
and sweat.
Pavilion. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Fabulous. So my number 6 is it's Trash in the Camp. And I'm gonna say it's from both the movie version and the NSYNC version. Whenever I hear the Tarzan soundtrack in general, although I can't put all the songs on there, I do think summer. I do.
Yeah.
And it's the upbeat vibe. It's banging on the pots and pans. It's almost like it's like summer chaos happening. But
that's because you were banging on the pots and pans in the kitchen, and then finally your mother came in and said, "Stop it! Get out of the house,
right?
And
go
play
do
out
something.
in the yard. Go do something." But Mom, it's hot outside. Well, you ain't ruining my pans. Get on out of here.
Exactly. So, and it screams like having a good time, having a ball in summer. So that's why Trash in the Camp is my number 6. Okay. She's a fun song.
I feel like we went for some pretty basic ones here in our 10 through 6.
Some of them, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I do have some other ones that I think people are going to be like, oh, kind of like how I started off with Gospel Truth. I have a couple more of those here in the top 5. So we'll see what happens in the next episode.
Looking forward to it. Next week, y'all, we got our 1 through 5 from this countdown coming at you. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Chris, for the game. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll be doing this one after I get back from Italy, so stories to come.
More to come.
More to come. But thank y'all so much, and until we see you next time, have a very magical day.
And night-night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight.
To have your name at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.